Hello students, today we're going to make a origami skull that will talk as you fold your paper. So first you have to fold your paper really neatly. Take one long side and do kind of a crashing ocean wave, curving it over. And I'm putting my right hand to the side to make sure both edges line up and stop. When it is perfectly lined up, checking both top and bottom corner, I pull back to make a crease. All of our creases today are going to be very sharp, so you'll press down on a hard table extra times when you make your fold. We're going to use a ruler today. We're going to measure 1.5 inches or 4 centimeters. You can even use a pencil to show that little slit that is between the 1 and the 2, or your 4 centimeters, which is the smaller measurement. You need to hold your ruler so that it is straight across from your fold. If you are having a hard time seeing if your ruler is straight, you can use another piece of paper. So the ruler shouldn't go in a hill up or a hill down. It should be directly straight across. And line up your ruler so that the starting dash is right at the end, and draw your line against the ruler until you get to the 4 or the 1.5. That's a nice line. I'm checking it. I can always erase it and try again if it is not square with the sides. Now I'm going to measure the same amount above and below. I had done 4 centimeters, so I am setting the 4 centimeter place and marking at the 0 point. So now I have a slit that I can cut all the way to the end with my scissors. And I have some side points that I can use to make my tent fold, and you'll see what I mean. So I'm holding my ruler hard down between the pencil mark I made and the top of my tent opening. And then I'm using the ruler to push against and make a very crisp fold. So it was hard to get my ruler to lay down in the right place between the top of my tent opening and the side mark. But now that I took my time to line it up and fold against the ruler, this is a very nice fold that'll work for the puppetry we're going to do. I'm doing extra presses on my creases to make sure they are exceptionally crisp. It'll be easier on a hard table than it is right here for me on a soft mat. So you fold them both ways, back and front, until they are very creased. And now it's time to very gently pull up on one of the beaks and start to pinch it so that it will fold forward. You can do your pinching with the whole paper closed or open. And when you've pinched it the right way, it should work that now that triangle is empty when you close it. And it should work that the beak is kind of talking. Take your time on this part. You can always use a new piece of paper if your old paper didn't work out. We're going to draw the skull that we've been practicing. So it's kind of like making a mushroom that's going to go up from the sides of your slit. So I started on the left side and went up and around and over, and then on the right side I went up and around and over. After you did that, you can do the lower jaw, which starts at the cheekbones and goes down around and back up to the other cheekbone. 2 circles make the eyes. With your pencil, you can kind of keep changing the size of things till you like it. You can always erase pencil if you want. And your teeth are going to be slits that go from top to bottom. Once you have your skull how you like it, you can start to color in with white oil pastel. I'm leaving the cavities, the holes, open so the eye socket will be black and the nose will be black. And I am coloring down in between each tooth line to make those teeth. If you ever want to change something that you've done with white oil pastel, guess what color you should use? That's right, black. Use a black oil pastel to color over something that you don't want to be white anymore. You can fix your teeth. You can separate your jawline more. There's lots of things to do with a black oil pastel to fix your white oil pastel. Take your time coloring in all of the bone on your skull today. The more white you have, the better you'll be able to do your decoration.